Okay, welcome everybody. Good to have you here. And as you can see, today's topic is quite an interesting one. It's how to leverage your appliance trainings without losing your prospects to them. Okay. Now, um, like I said, I'm not. This is simply because I want to grow good, strong, independent marketers. All right, it's as simple as that. And it's a very interesting area actually because, especially us being in the prosperity team and within Empower Network, we get an absolutely massive amount of good quality training and everything else, which we should be leveraging. Okay. Um, uh, uh, there was a webinar that I watched the other day, and the gentleman, Will Wood, he just put it so clearly when he said, unlike other businesses where people have to pretend to be gurus overnight kind of thing, we're in the brilliant situation where we can say to somebody, with all honesty, listen, I know this guy, or I know this couple. They were bankrupt, just a little while ago. They are now earning 40,000 a month. Okay, come along with me. You hear their training. Okay, they're going to explain exactly how they did it. All right, and then at the end of that webinar, what you expect is your prospect to join you. Okay, but it doesn't always happen, and I'm going to show you exactly why it doesn't happen always, and I'm going to give you methods of preventing that from happening. All right. So let me tell you this completely upfront. I'm going to sort of give you a few little hints and tips before we get into the practicalities. Let me tell you this right up front, okay? People these days, whoever's looking for good quality marketing and good quality training, etc., they are usually on multiple lists anyway. Okay, so they're not just getting emails from yourself if you're marketing steadily to your list. They are also getting emails from, 5, 6, 7 other marketers, pretty much like I do. Okay, I get emails from Dave and Dave. I get emails from Michelangelo. Gosh, you name it, I get emails from them. Also, of course, I get emails from other businesses and, 2 ups and 3 downs and all that kind of thing. Okay, so in order for you to stand out from the crowd, the number one thing I will say that you need to be doing is emailing regularly. Okay, not pushy buy now, buy now, buy now, buy now emails, but emails that are relational, having a conversation, asking how you can help, building a relationship, pointing them to things of good information, etc. And one of the ways, of course, sorry, let me go back to this. Right, so what should ideally happen is that when one of your prospects comes to a webinar that you've invited them to, it doesn't matter what, or what they see on that webinar or who they see on the webinar, because they have such a good relationship with you, they should get off the webinar, come to you and say, okay, where's your link? I'd like to get joined up. Okay, that's in an ideal world. Now, I always preempt that by doing 2 things. Okay, and I'll come to that in a bit as well. I'm getting slightly ahead of myself here. Now, one of the other popular misconceptions that a lot of people have is that if they join, one of the really big marketers up there kind of thing, very often they'll think, no, only Dave and Dave can teach me. And then they go and join some of these bigger marketers, and then you see the disappointment, if you like, and the kind of the chit chat going on. Who is it? I think somebody calls it monkey chatter going on, which says, he never bothered to call me once, etc., etc. They can't. A successful marketer really doesn't have the time to be calling each person, which is pretty much why he's putting on the Hangouts and, all that kind of thing. Okay. Now, yes, you want to be able to leverage the kind of training we have here. Mike Hobb did a brilliant one on how to get your blog ranked in Google. And yes, I'll be sharing that with my list. But here's something I want you to know. Okay, Hangouts in themselves have an intrinsic nature to them. Okay, and basically that is to actually create a marketing list, if you like, for the person who's doing the Hangout. And that's for me too. Okay. Ideally, in a situation where, you're coming to a Hangout or whatever, ideally there should be a very, very strong call to action at the end of that, which urges every single person to go back to the person who invited them to that webinar so that they can join up and sign up there under that person. Okay. And, if I'm doing something, I will always say, listen, when you join, you wouldn't want somebody to not join you, would you, if you've invited them here? So, make sure, what goes around comes around. So go back to the person who invited you to this webinar, get their link and sign up there. Now, I do something quite different. Okay, and I'll tell you exactly why I do this. And to do that, am I going to take you offline now, or no? Screen share, I mean. Okay, no. Let me just tell you this, and then I'll take you screen sharing. Okay. Now here's the way I do things. All right. Number one, I almost never invite any of my list to a live webinar or a live presentation. And if I'm doing it and it's my list, of course I'll invite them. Okay. But they're not invited to this training. To be honest, I completely forgot. Would you believe it? But so it's just been one of those evenings. It's been a late shift, etc., etc. So, but Lee, yes, they do, but that's a very, very popular misconception. Yes, if they click on those links, I don't know if you can see Lee's comment here. She says, I thought the links you gave to people to attend those Hangouts had your link on it. Is that not correct? They absolutely do, Lee. But this is what I wanted to show all of you all, and this is what most people don't realize. Okay. So I'll take you, as I say, off-roading in a minute and show you exactly what I mean. Okay, but here's what I do. Okay, obviously if it's a webinar that I'm doing, then yes, I would invite my entire list to it, etc. And you'll see why in a minute. However, if it's a webinar anybody else is doing, and this includes anybody, okay, I never invite my list to the live event. Why? Two reasons. Number one, I want to make sure that I actually agree with what's being said on the webinar before I expose my list to it. Okay, I am really, really responsible in that respect. So I don't want to invite my list to something I think, what are they talking about? Because not everybody... none of us should ever agree with everybody, all right, all the time. So there will be times when I don't agree with what's going on or what's being said, and I think, oh, for goodness sake, And in those cases, then I don't bother promoting that particular webinar to my list. The second, so what I tend to do is what I'm going to show you how to do, which is a solution to this issue, right? The way have I still got my, okay, let me, I'm going off Skype, everyone, if you don't mind, because, what did I just do there? Quit, okay, because this won't allow me to, yeah, there we go, okay, because it won't allow me to screen share. I'm glad I spotted that. Yes, what was I going to say? Yes, sorry. So, I'll show you the solution shortly, right? Basically, what I do is I embed the um, hangout or whatever it is on my blog, right? And I'll then send people to that blog. Okay, and that way they get to watch the whole thing, but it gives me a chance to edit it, do whatever I want to out of it. If I feel that somebody's self-promoting too much, well, I'll just edit that out, because I want to just, my list to get the value, and where I am their primary focus. All right. Now, let me take you here and show you, right? And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So really what I'm trying to say is that, okay, so I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my notes here. I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anything out. Yes, I'm right here. Okay, so basically what I'm saying to you is your blog should be the place that your people go to. Okay, and now let me take you here and show you something. And by the way, another reason why I don't like bringing my my list to the live webinars is the comments can be so distracting. Okay, I want people listening to the training, listening to the value, not listening to some of the chit-chat that's going on in, the comment section, where sometimes you get the odd person there grumbling and being negative, and I don't want my prospects to see that. Or you get links put in there. If you need my help, come here. Just people without any kind of integrity at all, promoting within those things. So for so many different reasons, because I can't control that particular set of circumstances, I don't want my lists going there. Okay, I would much rather have my lists going to an atmosphere which is a lot more conducive to them buying from me. Okay, and that's what I want to show all of you all as well. Now, I'm going to share, and I've got some things on here. And Lee, that's such a brilliant question, so I'm going to go there. Okay, so share, screen share. Now, what I do realize is that when I'm scrolling, you'll tend to lose my voice. So I'll try and do as little scrolling as possible. All right. So I'm going to share here. Share full screen. Okay. Okay, so you're now seeing everything on my screen. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go to one of the webinar pages that we send our people to. Okay, now I don't know if you can see this here, but you can see in the browser bar is prosperityhangout.com, webinars, live, hangout, hangout ID, etc. And my user ID is there. Okay, just as you put your user ID to sending people to. And you're absolutely right that if somebody clicks on this Lock Arms with the Prosperity Team link here, button here, it will take them to your Join Now page, which is perfectly all right. Okay, but if you're anything like me, I'm what you call a clicker. That's how I learn everything I know. Okay, I just have click, 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 click. I must have a touch of ADHD or whatever it's called, because I will look at the background and I will, do all sorts of things. Now, let me explain this to you. All Google Hangouts, and I'm not just talking about Google Hangouts here, I'm also talking about other videos, etc., that you embed on your site. But Google Hangouts in particular, if you're ever invited to a Google Hangout, all Google Hangouts are hosted on a YouTube account. Okay, so this Google Hangout, as you can see here, can you see this little icon here, right? It's a little it's a little YouTube icon. And you see what happens when you hover over it? It says watch on youtube.com. Okay, so I'm not going to do that with this particular video because, like I said, I'm not here to point fingers or do anything of that sort. But let me go to my Google Plus account, and I'll use myself as an example, right? let me go to my Google Plus account. All right. And you remember the hangout that we did, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago maybe, right? Or maybe slightly more than that. Now, here it is on my Google Plus account. Okay? And basically all you get on the prosperity page or any other page that you see the Google Hangout embedded is this video, right? So this video embedded on or in that page. Okay, so here again, you can see my little YouTube thingy. All right, so forget about that video that you saw embedded on that page. Imagine it's this video embedded on that page. Okay, now, if you're anything like me, right, you will click on this YouTube icon, all right, and see what happens when you click on it, okay? So I click on the YouTube icon, takes me straight to my YouTube account, okay, and there it is there, all right? So this is, you see here now, it's in my YouTube account, in my YouTube account here, okay? Now, what happens is, if anybody's worth their salt kind of thing, you will find that the thing is here. Okay, my link is here, right? So now, if I click on my link, watch what happens. All right, there you go. I go straight to my banner, all right, with all my stuff on it. Okay, all my stuff here. And if they click on any one of those links, where will they go to? All right, let me just click that link there. Straight onto my website. You see what I mean? Okay. Now, people could end up joining the wrong person simply because of a cookie issue, right? They may fully intend to join you, but because they follow this little crumb of, this little trail of breadcrumbs, they could land up with the wrong, being cookied to the wrong person, so that when they go to join, they could end up joining the wrong person. Okay, which is why you'll notice on my call to actions, I'll always say, check the name here, do this, do that, do the other. All right, but you see what I mean. Now, if somebody is led to one of the other sponsors' pages, then they are very tempted to go ahead and join from there if they don't have a really good relationship with you. Okay, so get that, everyone. I'm going to come back and just make sure that, where are you? I've lost my tab. Here we go. Okay, I'm back here. Does that make sense as to how that can happen? Yeah, with all the best will in the world. Can you just let me know in the chat, please, if you're still hearing me? Yeah? Okay, excellent. All right. So you see why it is so important that you make sure that anything you do is cookied to you, right? Yes, we get a wonderful lot of training and all the rest of it, but truthfully, the other big mistake I've seen people making is to just go to YouTube. Let's see there, right? They go to YouTube here, and they like a video. So let's just choose this one, for example. Okay, so they click on that, they like it, and then what many people do is they go here to the share button, the share thingy here. Okay, click on that, pick up the embed code from here. Okay, there's the embed code there. They'll pick up that embed code and then plonk it on their, on their web page. Okay. Now, the big problem with that is, again, if they click on it, if they click on the video sometimes, not just the, little YouTube icon, if they click on this video on your page, they'll come straight back to my YouTube channel. Okay, you see what I'm trying to say? So, we've talked enough about the problem. Hopefully, you'll realize why it is so important that, you'll insure yourselves against that. Okay. So what I do is I download it. Okay. Say I want to use this video, right? I would download it. Now, I can download it one of two ways. All right. Because I've got Real Downloader installed on my computer, and you can make a note of that and download it to yours if you want to. It's totally free. Okay, it's called Real Downloader. So, or I also have a Firefox add-on for YouTube. Okay, so you see here I've got a little thingy that says download here, right? So I can do one of two things, right? I can either click this little link of mine to download it directly onto my hard drive, all right? Or what I tend to use more is I go up here, and you see, while the video is playing, if you hover in this right-hand corner here, is the right-hand corner? Yes, it is. If you hover over there, it'll bring up this little link here. So you just click it, right? And it downloads it to your Real Downloader. Okay, so it's downloading it onto your own hard drive. All right. Now, once it's downloaded to your hard drive, okay, I'll close this down now. And this is, it can be with any video, any YouTube video. It could be a Hangout. It could be, any video that you like, the compensation plan, whatever you want to do, right? You can download it this way. Then you go to, like, for example, I have Vimeo. Okay, Vidler gives a free account, Vimeo gives a free account, etc. I've got the Pro account in Vimeo. I think I pay £100 for the whole year or something of that sort. Okay, Net Video Hunter. There you go, Declan. Yeah. There's so many tools. If you just type into a Google browser bar, if you just say a free tool to download YouTube videos, you come up with pages and pages of them. So, any one of them will be good, right? So I'm going to stop that. Right. So once I've downloaded it there, right, I will then go to my Vimeo account, which I'll just open up here. Okay. I will then click on upload a video. All right. I will go, say, choose a video to find. I know here you go. All my videos are in my video file, okay, in my Real Player downloads. I will pick it, whatever it's called. I'll remember what it's called and I'll pick it from there. So let's say, let me get a small one. There we go. Right. I don't even know what that is, but okay. So I'll just select it, click open, right? And that's it. I'd upload it here. I'm not going to upload it now because obviously it'll take up bandwidth and then, we'll start breaking up and all the rest of it. Okay. So I upload it to my own video hosting service. All right. So I'll do that. Then once it's all uploaded and everything else, it will give me something like this. I go to Vimeo, it gives me my entire selection of videos. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Now, if there was something in there that I wanted to edit out, okay, I would do it before I uploaded it. And the way I do that, I use Camtasia. So I would actually be able to clip out just the bits I want or clip out just the bits I don't want, etc. And then produce it and then upload that up here, okay, rather than the entire video kind of thing. And that is pretty much what I did. It's somewhere here. Here, with this one. He went from a Chrysler to a Maserati, right? Forgotten what his name is as well now. But with him, I just wanted his bit of what he was talking about on the webinar, on the Hangout, right? It was like a 2-hour long Hangout. His bit was like 30 minutes and really, really powerful. So I cut out everything else and just kept his little bit, produced it, uploaded it to Vimeo, and then let's see this. So if I go here, right, I then go to settings, right? I then do everything that I want to do here. I would then go to embed, right? Get embed. When I go to embed, I'd first of all change all of this here because I don't like all of that. So I'd kind of, mess with this till the video is exactly the way I want it to be. In some cases, I might want that heading to show there because I wanted to grab people's attention. Other times, I just want a clean video that nobody can mess with at all. So, various things like that, right? So I would do all of that. Once I'm ready, I'll go here. I'll get the embed code, right? There it is. Now this one is embedded on Vimeo, right? I take this code, and this is the code I would embed on my blog. Okay. And when I do that, I will always give credit where credit is due. In other words, I'll say, a group of our prosperity leaders had this amazing hangout, that kind of thing. So I would always give credit there, but in a way that doesn't detract from me. Simple as that. All right. So I'm always very quick to give credit to whoever it is that's doing it. But like I might just say Mike, or instead of Mike Hobbs kind of thing, right? Just so that I'm not kind of leading them astray. All right. So now there is also another reason for me doing it this way. Okay. So I'm not going to show you how to embed this on your site, etc. I'm sure you know all of that. Yes. Now, the other reason for doing it this way, I want you to understand this, okay? This is very, very powerful. Your YouTube, every video that I have, I try and remember to have two versions of it. Okay. One that is SEO'd and everything else on YouTube, okay? Because that's what's going to attract the traffic and drive the traffic to your web page. However, once you get to the web page, the video that's embedded there is from my own private hosting. Okay, why do I do that? Because, we always have this thing of people kind of flagging videos up, and the whole thing of videos being taken down without your knowledge and all of that. The last thing I want somebody to do is to go to my blog from one of my emails, to my prospects or something of that sort, for them to go to a blog that I've directed them to, only to find that YouTube has taken the video down, and because somebody's made a silly complaint, for the video to say, this video was taken down because of offensive material or whatever. Okay. So that's the reason why, though I like the volume of traffic that YouTube starts to generate, I make very sure that any videos that I embed on my blog is privately hosted, for the reason I just mentioned, and also for the other reason in that I want them to be my videos, not leading to other people. Because, of course, the other thing that a lot of other people do, and that's perfectly good, it's a perfectly good way of marketing, is where they make it so that after one video finishes, it takes the viewer automatically to other videos that they've also created. All right. For all those reasons, this is the way I do it. All right. Okay. All right. So that is it. Quite honestly, that's as simple as I do it. Regarding embedding it to your blog, etc. It's just so simple. This training wasn't intended to teach you how to do that. This training was just to get your mind thinking and working along the right path, basically. All right. So I hope, like I'm saying, I'm not here to knock anybody or anything else. Marketers are marketers, and if I see them out there marketing, it's brilliant. All right. Some of them are really, really powerful marketers. And, I want to give us all a fighting chance. And yeah, it's just important that you know this and you kind of, what can I say, insure yourself against it. All right. Okay, excellent. I'm going to stop screen sharing now. And then if you want me to explain anything else, I will go back over it. Thank you, Arnold. Yes, it is. It makes you think, isn't it? Okay. All right. Anything else, anybody? Any questions for me related to this training? If not, I'll turn the recording off and then we can chat about anything else if you'd like me to. Okay, excellent. All right, I'm going to turn the recording off in that case.